Welcome back, everybody. Nurse Red Beer here. I got my hat. Can you grab my hat, Max? Look weird on my
here, hat. You could put Chris's on. You.
Hold on. Let me get rid of this. We're gonna play some Madden 2022 with Chris. Let's see if we can.
There you go.
Zoom out a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna get my butt kicked for sure.
Do good.
Who are you gonna be?
I'll be Michael the Dallas Cowboys.
There we go.
You can turn the desktop. You can really hear the game audio now. There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't.
I'm gonna play rookie because I
Here, I'll play pro. Run.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get my butt kicked.
Ooh. We're good. Goodness gracious.
I don't know what all that was, but
X. It doesn't really matter on that.
so apparently he has Madden 22
And 20.
PS4.
EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Thanksgiving matchup. It's the Cowboys and the Lions, next on Madden Football.
That was a little loud.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
Oh my God!
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
She has
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the...
Oh, vibration, everything. Oh yeah, strong. Yeah, turn that off. Turn that off.
No.
Coming out of Mississippi State, he's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
So you can bring up my car. That's all.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially to the full century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play, and they come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you got football on Thanksgiving Day? They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Not this one, but the new one.
2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. Rolling to his right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Let's go.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And it's a keeper with Prescott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Prescott's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Now Prescott steps away. And that is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit hot.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
I don't know why he pump faked. I don't know.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
To throw again on second down. Goff. And that's to
Let's
Russell
go.
Brown.
Let's go, buddy.
And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run.
Okay,
But I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Goff.
Oh, my God, bro, really?
Good positioning, and it's
God
picked
damn it, I
off.
should've
And the
hit the
Cowboys
wrong
are going to
play.
take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 1 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second
How do I
down.
stiff arm?
This is fielded at the 20.
Not
Now they try a
that
lateral,
ball.
but it doesn't
Oh, my
work.
God.
And they try to razzle-dazzle, but the ball's out. But fortunately,
I
he's
don't want
able to
it.
recover his own fumble.
Not
That
that
could have been trouble.
button.
And he'll take this back
Jesus
down inside
God,
the
bro.
20.
I remember sitting in special
This is
teams
pathetic.
meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say,
It's a
you
lot of
better treat
buttons,
this one
alright?
just
Leave me
like you're
alone.
playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the
Play this
game.
every single
And
day
we
of your
just saw
life.
evidence
Why
of
don't you
why right
fumble,
there with that
buddy?
fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
You blitz that middle linebacker. Nobody's guarding my tight end.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott, he finds his target. It's Schultz. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Linebacker,
Not
buddy.
a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Oh, it's
And he's
I don't
got
know.
the first down as he gets it to the
Really?
8.
I call bull.
These
I
type
wanna
of
review
plays
on
are
that play.
backbreakers for
No, it's alright. It's alright. No.
hold on. Where's the first down?
Look on the other side of the field. See.
Here. Where is? Can I get
Who's ringing?
my phone? I get it.
Oh my God, dude!
Barely.
I don't know. I don't
I mean, you
know.
hit
I'll give it
challenge
to you.
play
I'll
right
give. I'll
here.
give. No, I'll give it to. I'll give it
Hold
to
on, let
you.
me stop this one.
a defense. They
I
thought
get
they
it,
had him
bro.
hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Out to his left. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed,
both
and
reviewed,
I think
yeah.
they're going to
What?
take an extra long look at this one. They're taking
it's
a
a
peek at
touchdown.
whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what
Buddy,
they're
that
trying
was
to
like,
look at
I don't even
to see if it all
understand. That
comes
wasn't even
together.
close to being challengeable. After the review of the play stands. It's a touchdown.
Yeah.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown
These
after the
are
video
Ohio
review,
State
so they had it right. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0.
Lions nothing. Brings their line to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
How do I fair catch it?
Stay right there.
Here's
Right there.
Raymond bringing it out.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best
Oh
quarterbacks,
my
we're usually
God.
talking about touchdown
Plug
to
him in the
interception
face, I
ratio
guess.
our way. And 2 to 1 is acceptable.
Right out of
But the
the-
top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus
Look how packed that
completions.
stadium
That's
is.
not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Nice throw here, right side. He holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety.
Why is the one
So
with
you
the
know if you
throw
throw
it?
the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
This
Yeah,
offense
true.
finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He won't find a ton of space. As he's down just inside the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ooh, that might be outside.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
Oh,
This one taken in by Cephas. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Goff.
it's bad.
And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Austin Seibert on for the extra point.
Jesus, the one he's slower?
And that one makes it 14-7.
Trying to block my field goal, buddy.
I got a minute. Now I have to hold my timeouts.
Boy, they're down only one score. Still first half. But they're going to line up for the onside kick.
Damn right we are.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. A
was
second
shitty.
quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it will come back and hurt them
Amari
later.
Cooper, bro.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that on second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try.
The Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Marching in for the
He's got you a stacked lunch, buddy.
Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Buying time to his left. Able to slither by. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Now the Cowboys
really don't think my
the
guy can
first
do
of
it?
their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first
A
half.
longer field goal than the game today.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be spotted just shy of
shoot, I'm
midfield.
offside.
A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear
Dang.
the crossbar as he drops
Come on,
it
try
in
and
from
kick it
long
again.
distance.
Kick it again. Kick it again.
Hang
Kick it
on,
again.
the flag is down.
Decline
Now,
it.
if it's on
Decline-
the
or accept it.
defense,
Come
they
on,
might
come on.
decline it and take the points. So they will accept the
I'm
penalty
not
and move forward.
Automatic first down.
You really accept it?
So
Why did you?
first and 10
Oh,
after
it
a
went first
big
down. Yeah, I
mistake
guess.
on
Yeah,
fourth
that
down
was a
with a
good play.
penalty. Prescott
Oh my God! This
on the move to his
WWE out
left.
here?
He's got
nice,
his man.
nice.
It's Gallup. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
You gotta put him in bed.
What?
You gotta put him in
So
bed.
that one will be accepted.
You gotta put it.
So
What
now
Kevin
a
Hart
fresh set
did.
of downs.
Oh my
First and 10
God,
after
man! I
roughing the
barely
passer.
touched you.
Prescott now rolling to his left. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Bam.
Two first-half
That
touchdown
penalty
passes
killed me,
now
man.
for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Oh shoot! That's back there.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Unless you can return that.
So 6 seconds, all that remains in this first half as the kick is away.
Whoa!
Here's
What are
Raymond
you doing?
bringing it out.
Bro!
And he's only going to make it to the
You got 3
13-yard
seconds
line and
to
no
make it
further.
on there.
Now whistles and a
Bro,
timeout
I thought you
with
said
3
fair-
seconds left in the first
Yeah,
half.
you gotta like go onto it. All right.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh my God, no way, bro.
Picked
But I
off
saw
by
it, come on.
Trayvon Diggs. And he will be brought down
Damn.
on what will be the final play of this first half.
3 interceptions.
Shut up, Chris. Shut
So
up, Chris.
we're
No
at
one's asking.
halftime.
Shut up,
You want
buddy.
the third
Shut up, buddy.
quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Just stay.
And not willing to risk another fumble.
No.
He'll sit on this one.
No,
It's a
we're
touchdown.
not.
Jared
Oh,
Goff
I got
and the
fumbled
rest
in.
of the Lions offense set to go to work once more. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn
What
it over?
What
the-
the heck?
It erodes confidence in you.
What the
And it erodes
heck,
confidence in
bro?
the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing
Did Mama
angry
see
and
that?
mad at their teammates.
No.
And that's good for
Okay.
a pickup of 10
I didn't think
yards.
so,
And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's Madden. You're losing by a lot.
Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Don't hit square.
They still have
right?
time to get them established, but in
Don't
my
hit
estimation,
square
they've got to
or,
pick up the urgency here. They've got to get
this
quickly
button.
in and out of the
This
huddle
button.
and run off a bunch more plays.
What the
Now
heck,
Goff on
buddy?
first down. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he'll be
Isn't there
taken down.
like
but
if you
now
hold the
before
button
he
down,
gets
it's
into enemy territory.
like a different type of pass?
A couple of first downs right in succession.
Yes,
This
I
is an
don't
offense
remember what
that
pass
can
it
really
is.
use a good drive.
By the way,
and they're off to a
your
fast start
read
here.
option in it, and it to hold X is to.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ohio spacing. Did you see the first one, Ohio spacing?
Yeah, I saw that.
Take it.
Gone.
Oh
And
my
this one
God.
is incomplete.
They just went through
Another
it.
attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a
Bro,
long game.
can you
Or
catch?
make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 4th down, Goff.
Oh!
And it's St. Brown. He's got it.
Oh my God, he just did you dirty, bro. He just did you dirty.
Inside the 25. Mike McCarthy pretty decisive.
What,
He brings
dude,
out that
I don't know.
red challenge flag.
I don't know what your
Not
talent
there,
is.
not there. When he
The
caught
thing
it,
that they'll
it
be
should have been
looking at
down.
is a spot of the football.
No, 'cause you didn't touch me.
This is always such a tough one for
Well, he
officials to
had
get
both of
exactly
his knees
right.
down.
It doesn't matter in pros. You're not down until someone touches you and your knees are down.
To the football, that's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Oh, going for it was a risky play, but I had to. I'm down big.
The Lions.
So the challenge does not sway the official's decision. Spot of the football going to remain right where it is.
Penalty.
How do I? What's audible?
Square. You already audible, did you?
No, I'm not gonna get any yards.
On first down,
Oh,
Swift,
crap.
and he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 17, Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions
That's
he's thrown
gotta be
in.
first
Frankly,
down.
that should have been another pick right there.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down.
Oh, he
it's
ran right
Williams,
into him,
and
dude.
he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages,
so
don't they?
annoying.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
No.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion.
Right.
It's 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And boy,
Come on.
this is gonna be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
Dang.
Neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Rory, come here.
The shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly
Come
right.
on, that should have been
Not
a
just
first
because
down,
of how fast
man.
the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
That's it, baby. We go.
No.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stays.
So the challenge does not sway the official's decision. The spot of the football going to remain right where it is. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
I have no idea what you're doing.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably
Why
thought to
did they leave
themselves,
this guy wide
there's no
open?
way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Back now at Ford Field. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To the air again, Prescott.
Oh my
Able to get
God!
his target, Lamb.
I wasn't even.
That should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll roll him out right. This to Jarwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Suck, bro.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Prescott on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Man.
And
Seriously?
he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Oh, okay. Hey, guys. Sorry.
Touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Okay, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan, welcome to the stream, man.
Bro, when I get the video, no!
After review of the play.
Oh!
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10.
Lick my.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott being chased out left.
Oh my God!
By Lamb. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
You better back up. That's not fine.
That's not off. I'm behind my lineman, bro.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release.
You almost got sacked, buddy.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Prescott on 3rd and goal.
Damn.
And his ball is
You're just too
caught
good,
by
man. You're
Lamb.
just too good.
Where's
Touchdown,
that
Dallas.
middle CD?
3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6
Look at
points.
my ass. Here.
What?
Is it
Why
okay
do
if
you
I
wanna
break
go
one of
for
our
sneak,
rules,
bro?
partner, which is to never
we
call a
missed the
game
field goal.
over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah,
What
they
does
were
that even
fighting
do
so
to
hard
me?
to stay in there, and they knew they
What
had to
is-
stop
realize
them
they'd
on
run
that
right
drive.
across.
But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly
Why
right. You
is
can
that?
see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
You think? You think?
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
I'm gonna come for you. I'm coming for you.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be
That's
caught.
gonna be a
So
boost
add 2
review.
more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the
It's not gonna be
4th.
in.
So they were right on target there with a fade to get the 2.
It seems like a low percentage play, doesn't it? Because you're throwing it into a really tough spot and there's not much room to come down. But when you have a really athletic receiver and a quarterback with touch, it's hard to defend.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Fumble the ball at all today, okay?
And Detroit back in possession of the
I
football.
mean, I had like 6 interceptions.
And
but hey,
last
whatever.
time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence.
Let's
They've got his
go.
man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Going for it all.
Let's
Looking for
go,
Hawkinson, and
buddy.
He's got him. Touchdown Detroit.
Let's go.
T.J. Hawkinson there to make the grab. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed. They will get a review on this being inside 2 minutes of play. Everything coming from up above.
Oh, I don't know.
He's in.
Taking a
he's
peek
in.
at whether or not
He's
those
in.
feet were in bounds, and obviously a big
That's gonna be
call
the
here in the end
Ohio
zone.
State game.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Oh, you freaking.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is.
Oh,
Extra point by
what?
Seibert, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
I'm going to change the video resolution. I'm not supporting this configuration. That's all right, huh?
oh, okay. I was gonna say.
That's all right. Well, Thanksgiving was good, Ryan. How was yours?
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Yeah. There's the gate.
Pollard to return from the end zone.
Oh,
Ooh.
what is
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
what's your delay?
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
With?
3 yards on that last carry.
Oh,
Here's 2nd and 7.
I don't know. It does it all the time. So annoying.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
It's really not that big of a delay.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now.
Yeah, prime
That'll
rib.
leave them with just
Dang,
one
that's a hell of a
remaining in this
Thanksgiving,
4th quarter of play.
I'm pulling for a 15-hour shift. That's rough, dude.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The next 3 days off. I'll be driving to Michigan, my dude. Leave tomorrow morning.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club.
Yeah, I'll be leaving about 5 in the morning.
What? You didn't say that. You said 6.
Well, something like that.
You lied.
You lied, buddy. You lied.
You know what? Just because you just picked those guys.
Is there anything less than rookie?
No.
The Rams, huh?
They have Matthew Stafford. Yeah. You know, Tom Brady's trying to push his son, his oldest son, to play at Michigan.
Tom Brady is?
Yeah.
Well, that only makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Let's go, Brady. Let's go.
EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Thanksgiving matchup. It's the Rams and the Buccaneers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa.
That beat.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
About
so
18 or 19 hours. We're not going to drive straight through, though. We got to stop at our new house in South Carolina. We'll be spending the night somewhere
out of the University of Georgia,
North Carolina, and we'll be in town Saturday. It's still going to be 18 hours. Just not doing all that.
On 1st and 10, Stafford buying time to his left.
Go.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw again on 2nd down. What? Stafford, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You gotta give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Oh, get up. That was a hold, bro.
Set up the screen here to Akers.
Bro was holding me like it was like
shy of midfield. So Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Throwing again at Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Stafford. He'll get this to Akers.
Oh my God!
It's
not playing. I mean, honestly.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Ronnie Bell's brothers won Michigan 2023.
I like
Sweet.
the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
I need the advantage.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no game there.
No game, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have to find routes to run down and get into his sight lines and try and help him out. Ended up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
Great for your safety, too.
Yep, sure is.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford escaping the pressure right. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
NCAA
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
NCAA football.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford steps away. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown.
I mean, I suck regardless.
Cooper Kupp there to make the grab. And the Rams are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Oh, wrong.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a first carry for Giovanni.
What are we doing?
And they get him down before he takes it across the 40-yard line. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Brady's throw complete there to
nice
Johnson.
block,
And
my
he's able to
dude.
get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Nice block, bro. That was awesome.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Still fighting for more. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup there on the run. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. Now he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
What?
Oh, the return is Brandon Powell.
That's for
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
I need a microphone.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
Time tackle because every
He
time I
takes
do,
us
you just
beyond the
hoop me.
35 before going out of bounds.
Oh. Gotta reconnect your controller.
We're good. Just didn't want it to be hooked up anymore. Record.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Dancing to his left. Little razzle-dazzle by OBJ.
I'm honestly not
takes
gonna
this
play
one
this.
down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Let's
And
go.
a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that
You
into
threw it in
coverage.
triple cover.
It was
Who's
nearly
expecting to
intercepted. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Stafford.
Let's go.
And he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Let's go. About time.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Well, first down run there for Fournette, but it won't accomplish much as he'll get back early to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Let's go.
It's caught inside the 35.
Ooh, I thought you were going to intercept that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard
So it
line.
wasn't me. It was just because I was the Lions.
Yeah. It's the Lions.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Brady.
Let's go.
Evans calls it in. Touchdown,
Let's
Bucs.
go, buddy. Let's go.
8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Succop for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it costs them 2 points.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I'm too good with it.
That's a nice throw there. He's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again. And they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
He underthrew. Dude,
and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a second.
Oh my God!
Receiver, and he's brought
Oh
down.
my God, bro!
JPP cruising in for the sack that time. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they had their way with this offensive line.
You're not going to get more than 3
stage,
seconds to
we
throw
have to
this
start
ball.
thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to
You kicked me in the face, bro.
Almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Me in the face and knocked me off.
Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Dude, it's like a 57-yarder. Nope.
And I tell you what, he got it from 50 and lots of leg behind it. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that's complete, it's Chris Godwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The final shot before half for Brady. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we hit halftime here in Tampa. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
What's that?
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Sorry, I was looking at that.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Both sides searching for adjustments. And they get him down to now before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. Wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin. 57 yards. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something, when you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
This guy does not have a leg.
Oh, the return is Powell. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Should go for Heisman instead of anybody else.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's Stafford. Steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Get a goal.
Fournette, a 1st down carry.
Dang.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, back to Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football.
Touchdown! Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, Bruce, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point put through by Suckham, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Weird.
And they all...
Looked like you ran, like I was going to run it again.
Well, following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
He did not, bro.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And some room to work. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities. Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 2nd and 12, Brady letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Like that?
Snags it for the pick. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in full down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Now this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even go into fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
In the 1880.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, it's Brady. He wants it all for the end zone. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass.
It is. I don't think so.
That's not in.
Brady and the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. We remember, of course, all scoring plays. I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously
I
a
don't
big
think
call
so.
here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After reviewing the play, ruling on a field
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a
really
touchdown
think
after
that
the video review, so they had it
It's
right.
in?
Extra point try now for Suckup. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Oh. Put that one in the back of the end
Powell
zone.
now to take it out of the end zone.
He doesn't hit the end zone all day with kickoffs, and that one he puts off the
The
back.
offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Stafford. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
How do you do that? How do you see the letters without seeing the lines? Oh.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to
Better than
boot.
Bug. Yeah, I'm better than Bug at Madden.
Here's a give to Fournette. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Right
From the
here.
13
Going
now,
right
they
there,
work on
buddy.
1st and
Run up the
10.
middle, and they're all gonna just go for a pass. Watch.
Now Leonard Fournette.
Like, how do you do? Like,
And
How do you
here
let
he'll
me
get
bounce
it
the
down to the
outside
7.
like that?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Brady.
Why is he not running?
And now a fumble.
No!
Brady loses the football.
What?
And now the Rams
Why
have got
is
it.
he
Going the other
blocking him?
way. And he is going to get this
Why
one
is he
back to the
scrambled like Matthew
20-yard
Stafford?
line.
Why, did I do something wrong?
no, because you're not.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going
He's
on.
like
Tucks it
stutter
down,
stepping.
takes
You
off,
see him?
picks up good yardage.
They
But
just
in
want him
that
to-
portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
Step out.
yeah, either get down or get out of bounds.
Yeah,
Take
buddy.
care of the ball.
Get
Yeah,
it.
he had
Get
the
it, buddy.
yards, but then the mistake. Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On 1st down, it's Stafford.
was
Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
How about you come
This
out here?
defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th
We're not
quarter.
like that.
Maybe can
Like-
expect more passes like that downfield.
And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Bro, it's almost
Now the
comical
Bucs
at
going to
this
use
point.
the
It's
first
like,
of their
are you
timeouts.
serious?
It's just their first. They'll be down to
that
2
could've been a
remaining
first
as we
down.
step
Like,
aside here
I'm
in the
sending
fourth
everybody.
quarter.
You
The
guys
Rams
are
on
1 to 1.
third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd
I
and
was
10.
gonna say, bro,
Got
if
a
you
man
You don't
open.
catch that
Tyler
one.
Higbee.
I'm just going to throw
And
the
he's going to
controller
have
for
a
you,
Rams
man.
first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Oh, he dropped it.
Absolutely matter. I'll
And
be
that's
back.
pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Oh my
He
god.
was trying to
How do
get
you
that one
not
out to his
catch
running
that?
back out of the
Are you
backfield,
hitting
but that one
buttons
was
or something
read
not to
and
catch
timed
it?
perfectly, and they were able to
No.
break it up.
Yeah, I could have caught that, bro.
On 2nd and
But that
10,
guy-
Stafford forced out to his left. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch,
I guess they
inbounds,
do a
keep the
whole
clock
deep pass,
running.
and they will
Just go
not
ahead and
do
bleed the game out that way.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Oh my god, he
Looking
actually
up
caught
Akers.
it.
And they are able to stop
Nobody.
it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
What are you
And he
doing?
goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the
thought you
7.
knew the quarterback
So a
sneaked.
loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did the
That's a
the
really
quarterback
alert
sneak.
defense there because they saw the heavy
And
look
I didn't
come in from the
audible.
offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Matthew Stafford taking it in from 7 yards
I'm better than
away.
Buddy, doesn't
And the
he?
Rams are able to draw a
Yeah,
bit
the only reason
closer.
Buck can get 80
Now
points
Stafford will come up trying to get his guys a 2-point conversion.
80.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a
came
bit
back.
further. So
Really?
they
Yeah,
like to
it came
pass
back
there
from
on the
an 80
2-point try.
deficit,
Sometimes can
80
prove
to
risky
0.
there. It worked out.
Yeah, and
I
I love
got
how you bring
82
up that it
points
can
in
prove
one
risky
game.
because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
That's not a score.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Ohio spacing. It said Ohio spacing.
Brady going to throw here. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard
That was a
line.
nasty little hit.
121 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Filled up, he picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will
One for
come
one.
to an end.
One more.
So time has
One
run
for-
out on what
one
will
to
be a
one.
Tampa Bay
One more.
victory, and they were really helped by their defense.
You wanna play one? More? You're in a good stream. 1 hour and 30 minutes. Don't be the Lions.
I'll move it up to pro.
No, don't be the Lions. Just pick any other team but the. How do you keep using Skeleton Falcons? Skeleton Falcons? Skeleton Falcons?
Alright, let's roll the marbles. This is all the bragging rights for the night. You can tell you you're trash,
EA
referee.
Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Thanksgiving matchup. It's the Titans and the Dirty Birds coming up next.
Youngway crew all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
I like their
On the ground, this is
Oh, you're
Derrick
screwed.
Henry.
Oh my gosh, I broke your leg.
If he didn't do that,
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
come on. Come on.
Henry again on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not
Flipped it,
before he
'cause I
takes
saw
it
you were
across the
making
40
it
yard
up.
I kind of figured you were flipping because none of the other guys moved.
Well, there's
so.
plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first down carry for Henry.
Oh, I just ran you over.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd
His
and
stiff
4.
arm is crazy in this game,
Burns there, and he
too.
nicely bit off a pretty
Maybe in
decent
real
game.
life, but I mean,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
It did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Rolling to his right. He completes it to Julio Jones. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected, but sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to, so sometimes you have to run in there and hope for the best.
On third down, Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield.
This is intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Right to the Falcons now. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Throwing to start the drive. Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis.
I didn't even elbow me to the face, bro.
1-yard gain. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. We'll check on his status when we get back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan.
Let's go.
He completes this to Russell Gage. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So slow,
and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now.
Dude,
it's Patterson.
He
and he's going to be brought
so
down
bad.
on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
He had the ball for the first, 5 minutes of it.
Back now in Atlanta's 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain.
No!
The Falcons go.
You can challenge that.
Challenge play.
But it doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
I mean, how often do they
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So not successful. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down they go. Dante Fowler able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted. I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. On third down, Henry. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on fourth down. They snap it to Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps.
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Oh, wait.
Third and 2, now Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's missed.
And nowhere to go. He goes down to the turf in the end zone. Tannehill taken down for the safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded at about the 28.
Whoa, I'm not going to switch on and hit stick.
Let's go. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And here now come the Falcons. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Ryan. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell
Oh my
incomplete.
God.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry.
What do you want to get him?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job
Oh my God!
We need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
That is even over.
Yeah, I bet if you put South Carolina in, it'll say South Carolina.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
Ooh, nice, Julio.
This complete to Jones.
Not a first
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first for Henry. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chester Rogers there to make the grab. And the Titans have taken the lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stays.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead is up to 5.
Falcons 2.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
Oh, well, I was going to say.
Got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Oh my God!
He's got a man. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this throw will be intercepted.
Freaking kidding,
Picked by
dude.
Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle, perhaps. You know, you don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Falcons take over first and 10. And they're on 22.
Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
You'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. No gain on the play there, second down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, your front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I could throw better than these kids.
Circle.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go. Major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Have you seen this?
Brings up second and 5.
Ryan.
Right there, buddy. Let's go.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
This guy
this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge role there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points.
No, you don't need
Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away.
Oh, yeah.
Extra points 9.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL.
-87 rush yards.
Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. Check. 51, sub.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one almost intercepted.
Ryan,
Far too loose with the football.
behind it, buddy. You gotta throw the ball, dude.
Pick of the ball game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
They go play action now. Ryan.
How do you run?
Buying time to his
Why doesn't
left.
he run?
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like,
And
even
partner, I would
scrambling
guess
out
that
of
in his
pocket.
headset, he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Ryan on
Let's
4th
go.
down. He's going to have
Why
his
is he
running back. It's
ball down,
complete.
bro?
And brought down.
Look at that touchdown, bro.
Line.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Oh my
And
God.
head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
Yeah,
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going
He's so
for it
slow.
right now.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Ryan.
Let's
And that is
go!
caught. Touchdown.
Let's go, buddy!
Patterson.
At least a little bit of clock.
And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they
Morning, Ben.
trail by 2 here in the
In the
4th.
morning, buddy.
So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead. But they make a
Tie it up, buddy. Tie it up, buddy. Let's go.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now. They got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
All level now with 10 apiece as the kicks away.
Ryan.
Here's
Let's go,
Batson now,
Ryan.
bringing it out of the end zone.
Imagine if his keeper
And
turned
he'll
it.
be stopped right around where he would have been
I
had he
didn't
gone
do
down
that.
to the knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Hey, still have 4 minutes.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
What?
And he takes us beyond the
Then
35
you scramble and he
before
like
going
just
out of
takes off
bounds.
running.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now a handoff to Henry. Runs through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 88 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
can't run
Just
with
a
the crowd.
terrific run there, Charles, from a
truth?
running back who is so compact
Did you
and
see how it
powerful.
just ran
And
you
that strength was
over?
on display there. Back-to-back good
I
plays have
break
him
the
on the
first
move on
tackle.
first down.
That's what this ability is.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's
Derrick
how I
Henry.
see.
And
can
he is
coach your
tackled
first tackle
inside the
like
40, not
How do we
quite
do
to the
that?
35.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players,
So,
isn't
freight
it?
train.
Tough,
Increased
hard,
chances
gritty
to break
run,
the next
got behind his
tackle.
Yeah, but how do you
pads,
do that?
bowled over
You
a
have
few
to have
people.
freight
Look at
train
that one,
on
right
him.
up the gut.
Saw it through 3
And
quarters.
the
No
only
reason to
time you
lighten
get
up
freight
now.
train is through EA if they put him on it. And the EA
So from the
program.
36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much
That's
to
a
be a
big
catchable
hit on
ball and could not hang on. Second
Unless
down
we go to
coming up.
overtime.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Nah.
Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the
to?
35-yard
Defense.
line.
That's not even.
He's thrown
Oh
5
my
picks in a game
gosh.
before,
No.
and right now,
Well, not after that
he's standing
one,
on
buddy.
number
Bro,
4.
gave it
And right
back
now, your
to
defensive
defense.
coordinator is asking the offensive
Bro.
coordinator, can you do anything to slow this
You
down?
gotta
'Cause my guys have to
dot.
keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into
Dot
it a
to
little
the
bit. Maybe run
defense
the
and then
ball a
do
little bit
that.
more. The lock
Oh
touchdown.
my God.
That was a dot.
Julio Jones.
Where are you throwing that ball to? Let's be
And the
serious
Titans on
here.
one play have taken the lead. All
To the
right, now a
defense.
big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in with Henry.
Let's
And he'll be
go.
stopped shy of the goal line here.
235, Ryan. I got this.
Remain at
I can move
6
the ball as long as I don't
You know,
throw it
sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the
directly to
ball,
his guy
he just
again.
has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche,
No,
but
it
sometimes
wasn't.
we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked
He
like
was
they
wide
had more
open.
want right
He
there.
threw it to your guy. It was not good coverage.
No return here for Patterson,
Like,
so they'll begin
here you go, I
things
don't
at the
wanna play anymore.
25-yard line. The
Get
Falcons ready to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time
You
remaining
gave
here in
up
the
the
fourth
belt.
quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Mercedes Benz.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action, Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's Ryan. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. His throw caught on the 6. Touchdown, Falcons.
I know. I was trying to run this clock though, but
Patterson.
I can't run.
Touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead.
Even if I get a 2 point.
Coup now for the point after.
If you would have got that. No, never mind.
It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
And I can chew this clock.
yeah, because you didn't run the ball.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
What are you doing?
And not a great return here. He'll make it back over the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Oh my God.
Tannehill on 1st down. Out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. No point of booth reviewing it, bro.
After review the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside.
Defense didn't even hit.
Well, we looked
Who moved?
at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag.
It's the line of scrimmage right here.
Okay, go ahead. Who's offsides? Nobody.
Oh wait, I didn't look this way. Does a hand count if for offsides?
Possibly. I didn't think so. Why is his hand out there like that?
But his hand's like that.
I don't know.
Unless I can see some offs. There's no offsides, but okay.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, offsides,
EA
easy
Sports.
call.
You gotta
knock
love
off the
it.
5 and keep it moving.
following the penalty. It's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Here's Tannehill rolling to his right. This is caught. It's Brown. A big play that time for the Titans.
Too caught.
Come on, just score the ball, buddy.
I don't want
play
to.
right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
You're mad you scored.
Derrick Henry. A 3-yard touchdown run.
I'm mad because I'm too good.
Take the lead.
I didn't want to score.
So it was the passing game that got him
You're
down
intercept
here.
it
But
anyway.
closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
In dirt.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. So Ryan and the Falcons down 24-17. A minute 16 remaining. How will this thing pan out?
16.
We'll
I
watch
want
as
it to
they
be
come
minute
up on
16.
first
I
down.
want it to be like 2 seconds.
Here's Ryan. Able to find Patterson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Ran it back again.
Play that time on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Room here to run. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
You're in the red zone. Just
Rushing on
push it
12
in.
carries for him now. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Patterson.
Are you taking me?
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackled by Janoris Jenkins.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The problem is if I don't get it.
You sure? By the way, I would.
Now Ryan.
No!
This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
Got it.
As they stop with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You got 9 seconds. You got like 0 seconds.
Let's hear it. It's all or nothing, buddy.
One last shot for Ryan.
Let's go!
And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave.
Come on, buddy.
Into overtime.
Let's go!
GM. I have to block this.
Now for the all-critical extra point.
No.
He's got it.
Going to OT,
problems there.
buddy.
The extra point up and good.
Oh, it's
We
OT?
are headed to
Oh, sure.
overtime.
No, because it was all or
Teaching
nothing.
moment here. Overtime
Just take the
rules.
L,
Remind us how this goes.
Let's go,
partner.
Ryan.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Oh, no.
Chris is strapping, buddy. He's strapping.
I hit Roy with a pillow, by the way.
Did you?
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go
negative yards rushing
the end zone and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. He wasn't able to really get anything going in regulation. Maybe it'll be a little different story here in overtime.
And it appears that with that call, they want to establish the run in overtime, try and set the tone for what they're going to get done. And you're right, maybe it didn't work so well in regulation. Overtime could be the charm. And by the way, yards count either way.
That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
He's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
They go play action with Ryan. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
No.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan looking outside and has got him in. That's Patterson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12 and set up a third down. He's padding his
so he has to get a touchdown here in possession. Why get a touchdown?
Moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
At least I made the field goal.
And this one is right down the middle. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
But not in the new rule.
Because obviously this game is not over,
both get 2 possessions.
They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death.
One of them
If
gets
the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tennessee offense set to go again. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill to throw. On the move to his left. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Oh, I thought I was about to
And
break
run
that
past
tackle and then
midfield,
go.
just a yard or two shy of the 40. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Tannehill. And it's nearly intercepted. It's a victory if he could have held on to the football, but he does lead to a 4th down. They sort of got a new lease on life there. If he picks that off, this ball game's over.
I can hear it. I can hear it. I can hear it. My defensive backs coach in Tennessee, a lost opportunity is never regained. Used to drive him crazy when I dropped those potential interceptions, as that one was there.
Well, this one certainly has not lacked for intrigue. And let's keep playing. What do you say?
Fine by me. I'm loving what we're seeing here. This is a heck of a game. And now, guess what? A kicker may decide it again, and the next one that does it wins it.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
And I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up, lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive, not just playing normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit, because otherwise the offense is just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this.
Oh, it's another overtime.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run with Patterson.
Oh, no.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them,
it's the same formation, so you don't know which play it is. I mean, it could be the same run. It could be something different.
On 2nd and a couple, Ryan.
I see it now. I see it now.
Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. It's caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Here it is.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll
All-time
bring
on
up
next time.
4th down.
Yeah, I could
A
have.
short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Here
Really
it
nice
is.
job defensively. They
Roll
knew where the sticks were.
marbles.
They got the stop before it.
Oh, he can't kick it. He can't kick it that far.
Oh!
target, but it's no good. He
Oh my
had it on
God,
one, but
he
it came
can't
up
kick
just
it that
shy
far.
of the crossbar, and we will play on here
Oh
in
my
overtime.
God, it's never ending,
Well, when you get that
bro.
ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up
Oh
lacking.
my God.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Yeah, it's
He'll
been
get
raining
3
here the last
yards
couple
on
of
the
days,
scramble
man.
there.
Like,
It's second
never
down.
ending.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. Caught by Jones.
No.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So he
Scoot
hooked up
back,
with
buddy.
a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce.
Wait, I was doing?
But in this type of a situation,
He probably-
sometimes
this
those
team-
legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill flushed out right. He's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him. Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
You score, it's over.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were
I would
able
hope he can make it
to
from that
short
far.
gain
It's
when
like
he
an
took
extra
off
point.
from it.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting
All right,
practice
guys.
in the
We'll
Major
see you
League
next
Baseball
week.
parks,
Thank you for
right?
tuning
Seeing
in.
the
I appreciate it.
14 to
Make sure you hit that
11
like button,
game, that
subscribe
sort of
button. Until
deal,
next time,
that's
guys.
right up their
Peace
alley
out.
with what we saw in the